In today's video, I will show you the new best Doombringer build in Once Human. So, in this full build guide, I will give you the best weapons and gear set that you want to get. Then I will explain every single mod and show you the best override upgrades and deviants to use. And then lastly, we will take a closer look at the gameplay, so you would know the reason behind every single build choice and what exactly will give us very high damage and much more. So, if this sounds interesting to you, then let's get right into it. This setup is designed to exploit the shotgun's unique abilities, offering players a perfect blend of high burst damage and sustained DPS. This build was recently nerfed, but I've already found better mods and gear pieces that will increase our DPS higher than before the update. So, let's start off with the weapons, and we're going to be using the DSBG Doombringer. I've also picked the Vulnerability Amplifier mod, which now the Bull's Eye effect adds plus 8% vulnerability. This and many more buffs will help us to increase our damage with each shotgun shell. Then, for our second weapon, we have the AWS 388 Bingo Sniper Rifle with the same Bull's Eye effect mod. Later in the video, I will explain why after the update, we want to stack these mods on each weapon. And finally, for the third melee weapon, we will be using the Frozen Northern Pike, which is currently the best melee in the game. And for our mod, we have the Frosty Blessings, which when Frost Vortex disappears, it will restore 10% of our HP. In all of my builds, the third weapon slot is up to each player. So in here, you can equip whatever best item you got, or just use the same thing that I've tested, because it has the best overall performance. Then next up, we have the gear set. And for our shoes, we will be using the old Huntsman boots with the slow and steady precision mod. Because of this, our weapons get plus 10% damage increase. And when our HP is above 90%, then we get additional plus 10% damage. Next, we have the Bastille top with the munitions amplifier precision for increased weapons damage by 9%. Then on legs, we will wear the Bastille pants with the 3 strikes precision mod. This for our first 3 hits after reloading will increase our weak spots damage by massive 50%. And as our shotgun has only few bullets, so we will get this buff a lot of times. Then for helmet, we have the Renegade hood with the precise strike precision. When we hit a weak spot, it will give us a weak spot damage by 12% for the next 3 seconds. This can stack up to 3 times. Then we have the Renegade mask with the targeted strike precision. When we hit marked enemies, our crit rate is increased by 10%, while crit damage by 25%. And lastly, we have the Bastille gloves with the weak spot damage boost mod, which increases our weak spot damage by 25%. One more massive thing that we need to use specifically are the override upgrades, and on the right side, you can see all of them that I use. But the most important ones is the tactical combo, for plus 25% weapons damage for 4 seconds after switching weapons or reloading them. Then Bounty Hunter, which after defeating marked enemies, will increase our base damage by 25%, while also increasing your weak spot damage by 35%. Both of these effects will last for 15 seconds. Then the Long Range Enhancement, that gives us plus 20% damage when holding the sniper. Also, we get 30% chance to automatically reload 1 bullet. Then we got the Handgun Enhancement, which gives us plus 20% damage when holding the shotgun. And this time we get 100% guarantee that after we defeat an enemy, we will get plus 1 ammo. And lastly, we have the Steady Hand, which while in Fortress or Fast Gun status, it will give us plus 40% damage to weak spots and 20% to bullseye. Then, let's take a look at the best deviant. And as there are many choices, so this is more of a personal preference. I really like the Xeno Purifier. This deviant will automatically move and attack enemies, while also when attacking, it can teleport to the target. And finally, the choice of food is again up to each player. I really like the Stardust Ratatouille that increases our movement speed by 20% and reduces stamina consumption by 50% when sprinting. But of course, if you want to maximize everything to the brim, then you can go with damage increasing food or anything else depending on who you are specifically fighting. So, in a quick summary, if you want to use this updated shotgun build, that is still powerful and can melt bosses in few seconds, then this is the one for you. So with that said, I really do appreciate everyone for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or feedback, then feel free to leave your comments in the comment section down below. And while you are doing that, please leave a like, subscribe, and enable that notification bell. So this way you could support the channel and not miss any more amazing content. With that said, you have an amazing day, and I will see you in the next one. So take it easy. Peace.